Welcome to the 2020-2021 National Technical Honor Society Induction Ceremony for Polaris Career Center's satellite programs. Today, we recognize the accomplishments of a group of outstanding career and technical education students. Induction into the National Technical Honor Society is one of the highest accomplishments that can be bestowed upon a career and technical education student. On behalf of Heather Dellis, NTHS Advisor, and the Polaris Career Center, we invite you all to join us in celebrating these students and supporting the time-honored purposes of the National Technical Honor Society. The colors of the National Technical Honor Society are silver, white, and purple. Silver represents value and worth. White represents truth and honesty. And purple represents achievement and honor. The official emblem of the organization is made up of a shield crossed by a scroll bearing the letters NTHS. Above the shield is the head of an American bald eagle with a wreath of 7 stars circling the eagle's head. The shield represents the individual member. The line running through the shield represents a straight plumb line, fundamental to building a life and career upon a good foundation. The bald eagle's head represents the United States of America and the individual's freedom of career choice. The wreath of 7 stars represents the 7 attributes of the NTHS member and the individual NTHS chapters throughout the United States. In preparation for our induction and recognition ceremony, we light the candles that represent the attributes we adhere to as members of the National Technical Honor Society. Knowledge, skill, honesty, service, responsibility, scholarship, citizenship, and leadership. It is now time to induct and recognize our new National Technical Honor Society members. The following students embody the attributes of our organization and represent excellence in career and technical education. Rachel Adams, Biomedical Science from North Olmsted High School. Her instructor says, Rachel is a student who is always trying to exceed the expectations with her creativity and strong work ethic. An extremely personable student who has great things in her future. I'm honored to be on this journey with her. Sarah Andrews, Biomedical Science from Berea Mid-Park High School. Her instructor says, Sarah is a mature and reliable student. You can always count on Sarah to have her work done. Sarah also has many great leadership qualities. I always enjoy Sarah's witty commentary on school happenings. Bridget Bartlett, Engineering from Berea Mid-Park High School. Her instructor says, Bridget approaches everything she does with a commitment to excellence. She's a hard worker with a positive, upbeat personality. She is a dynamic student with a wide variety of interests. Brooklyn Beeman, Biomedical Science from North Olmsted High School. Her instructor says, I see Brooklyn in class as well as the soccer field and can honestly say I don't see a more down-to-earth leader in all of North Olmsted High School. She does everything with a high level of integrity and always works to improve herself and those around her. Truly honored to be not only her classroom teacher, but coach as well, and know that she will have great things coming her way. Mitchell Beam, Engineering from Strongsville High School. His instructor says, Mitchell serves up a double scoop of kind and caring. He is a quiet individual who excels in collaborative settings. His good nature has been appreciated in the classroom. Dorian Blazevich, Engineering from Fairview High School. His instructor says, Dorian is a hard-working, humble, and diligent student. His work is exceptional and sets him apart in the classroom. He has been an asset to the engineering classroom since his 8th grade robotics. I have no doubt that he will continue to do great things in the future. It has been a pleasure having him in class for the past 4 years. Connor Kupek, Engineering from Strongsville High School. His instructor says, Connor is a respectful, hard-working, and genuine person. I admire his character and how he conducts himself daily. His perseverance to work towards solutions and to understand classroom content will serve him well in his future. Delaney Kandasta, Biomedical Science from Olmsted Falls High School. Delaney is an incredibly confident student who is incredibly passionate. She has been committed to Polaris since she was in middle school with Mrs. Wisniewski. This year, she's even pulling double duty by enrolling in the Satellite Biomed program and the main campus medical professions program. I can always count on Delaney to have a great story to tell. She keeps the class interesting for sure. Cameron Kupak, Marketing and Entrepreneurship at Berea Mid-Park High School. His instructor says, Cameron is an all-around fantastic student, and I can always count on him to liven up the class discussions. His work is impeccable, and he is always willing to lend a hand in the sign shop. Aaron Deal, Engineering from Strongsville High School. His instructor says, Aaron never lets remote learning deter him from doing his best in digital electronics. Anthony DeMarco, Biomedical Science from Olmsted Falls High School. His instructor says, Anthony is truly a genuine person. He works very hard and is incredibly passionate. His dedication shows in the classroom, on the golf course, and on the lacrosse field. In class, he gets things done and has a great time doing it. Keaton Dinger, Engineering from Fairview High School. His instructor says, Keaton is a dedicated and hard-working student. He is quiet and humble, but never hesitates to tackle difficult problems. I know I can always count on him and have enjoyed having him in class for the past 4 years. I look forward to seeing his future accomplishments. Donatella DePiro, Marketing and Entrepreneurship from Berea Mid-Park High School. Her instructor says, Donatella is a fantastic student, and I can always count on her to do a great job. She is always willing to lend a helping hand. Her designs are top-notch, and we are lucky to have her in the sign shop. Samuel Durno, Engineering from Fairview High School. His instructor says, Sam has been a dedicated engineering student since 8th grade robotics. His out-of-the-box thinking sets him apart in the classroom. He is always willing to help others and is an exceptional leader in the classroom. He will do great things in the future, and it has been a pleasure having him in class for the past 4 years. Nicholas Hattersky Cromer, Engineering from Strongsville High School. His instructor says, I admire how Nick takes learning into his own hands outside of the classroom. His work on cars and electronics aligns with his career goals and have given him a great head start. Nick will be successful in his future endeavors. Olivia Heinrich, Biomedical Science from Olmsted Falls High School. Her instructor says, Olivia is a kind and hard-working individual. She is very meticulous about her work and is an asset as a lab partner. She is always inclusive and is a true joy to have in class. Jacob Huber, Engineering from Strongsville High School. His instructor says, Jacob is hardworking, persistent, and works well with others. He is known to work late into the evening to turn in his assignments on time. His perseverance will lead him to success. Serene Salah Jafal, Biomedical Science from North Olmsted High School. Her instructor says, Teachers strive to motivate their students, but occasionally there comes a student who motivates the teacher. Serene is one such student. Her drive, her focus, and her ability to exceed the expectations makes her one of the best. Always looking for ways to improve herself makes Serene an incredible representation of this generation. I am truly honored to be a small part of her journey. Braden Kennedy, Engineering from Strongsville High School. His instructor says, Braden is respectful, hardworking, and a nice person. I admire his character and work ethic. His work is of the highest quality. I enjoy his good nature, and so does the class. Grace Luarchuk, Biomedical Science from Olmsted Falls High School. Her instructor says, Grace is an incredibly focused student. She works hard to tackle any task that is thrown her way, all with a smile on her face. She has shown an incredible dedication to the Project Lead the Way program, especially this year, as she is also involved in a Polaris main campus program. Hannah Mahoney, Biomedical Science from Olmsted Falls High School. Her instructor says, Hannah is the very definition of a leader. She shows confidence both in the classroom and in her extracurricular activities. She is an integral part of the girls' basketball team and an asset as a lab partner. She is incredibly meticulous and always turns in quality work. Jillian McArdle, Biomedical Science from Berea Mid-Park High School. Her instructor says, Jillian is a responsible and intelligent young lady. She has a good work ethic and a likable personality. J.R. McCandless, Engineering from Berea Mid-Park High School. His instructor says, J.R. stands out in my mind because of his affinity for electronics and logic. His offbeat personality keeps things light and interesting in the classroom. He's a hard worker with an inquisitive mind. Tristan McCrane, Engineering from Strongsville High School. His instructor says, Tristan is hardworking, tenacious, and someone you would want to work with. He does not back down from a challenge and works to overcome obstacles to his goals. His perseverance will lead him to success. Haley Wynn, Engineering from Brooklyn High School. Her instructor says, Haley is an exceptional student and a quick learner. She is very resourceful and does a good job troubleshooting and figuring out how to solve complex problems. She gets along well with her peers and is a good role model. Emma Ogg, Engineering from Strongsville High School. Her instructor says, Emma is extremely focused and organized in digital electronics, which results in her doing superior work. Lila Ostrander, Marketing and Entrepreneurship from Berea Mid-Park High School. Her instructor says, Lila is a true pleasure to have in class. She is one of the kindest people I know. Lila does a fantastic job in the classroom and is a true asset to Polaris Sign Pro. Caden Prada, Engineering from Olmsted Falls High School. His instructor says, Caden is an outstanding student who would like to pursue a degree in nuclear engineering. Noah Reagan, Engineering from Strongsville High School. His instructor says, Noah is a genuine, nice student who is always ready to help other students with their work. The quality of his work is top-notch. Emma Reardon, Biomedical Science from Berea Mid-Park High School. Her instructor says, Emma is an intelligent and hardworking student. I enjoy Emma's upbeat and positive attitude. Her enthusiasm is contagious in the classroom, and she is well liked by her peers and faculty alike. Liam Rowland, Engineering from Berea Mid-Park High School. His instructor says, Liam's got a knack for inquisitive questions that will help him far beyond the realm of education. His quick wit and personality will help him in whatever field he chooses to pursue. Joseph Sanook, Engineering from Strongsville High School. His instructor says, Joe is a quiet student who perseveres and consistently turns in quality work. Colin Saunders, Broadcasting and Video Production from Berea Mid-Park High School. His instructor says, Colin is a polite and hardworking student. He is always willing to help out with any task for our daily morning announcements. This past semester, Colin has led the kickoff of our new TSPN segment, which covers all sporting events at Berea Mid-Park High School. This is Colin's third year in the program, and he will go on next year to become a completer. Colin is a huge asset to the program. Samantha Smearman, Biomedical Science from Berea Mid-Park High School. Her instructor says, Sam is super motivated and intelligent. This combination has led to great success for her in the classroom. She has a great sense of humor that adds a lot to the classroom. In addition, she is a four-sports athlete and has moves like Jagger. Ian Taylor, engineering, from Berea Mid-Park High School. His instructor says, Ian is a polished student that shows professionalism beyond his years. He has a sharp mind and is not afraid to tackle challenges head on. It's been a joy to watch him grow over the past few years. He always has a positive attitude, no matter what the circumstances. Zachary Taylor, engineering, from Strongsville High School. His instructor says, Zach has an excellent work ethic and a sharp mind, which enables him to be one of the top students in digital electronics. Kaya Thompson, biomedical science, from Fairview High School. Her instructor says, Kaya is energetic, motivated, and displays a passion for learning. She enlivens the room and encourages her peers to succeed. Alyssa Wiemels, engineering, from Fairview High School. Her instructor says, Alyssa's positive attitude and dedication to education is contagious in the classroom. Her work is meticulous, and I can always count on her to go above and beyond. She is always willing to help her classmates and is a strong leader. She has a bright future ahead of her, and it has been a pleasure having her in class for the past 4 years. Charles Williams, engineering, from Strongsville High School. His instructor says, Charles loves engineering as evident by his enrollment in 2 engineering classes this year. His work is always first rate in both classes. Zoe Zylstra, engineering, from Strongsville High School. Her instructor says, Zoe is extremely focused and organized in digital electronics, which results in her doing superior work. On behalf of Polaris Career Center, we would like to congratulate all of you on your hard work and installation into the National Technical Honor Society. This is an honor that you will be able to carry with you throughout your education and your career. Congratulations and welcome to the National Technical Honor Society.